YouTube, what is going on, guys? It's Hoodie Merc rocking with you, and in this video we are going to be going over the different changes that I would like to see in 2K22 My Team. So before we get on to anything, go ahead and drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It's our channel's first video, man. I'm pumped, I'm excited. We're going to be taking this channel to the moon as well during 2K23. And when we get to the moon, we're going to Mars, baby. We ain't stopping this train, all right? So without further ado, let's get on to the video. So this video is going to be very My Team specific. I'm not going to go over like the gameplay stuff that they've already changed. Well, I mean, I'll mention it. Like, they're going to nerf the whites or slightlies as far as shooting, which is good. Way too many go in. They're also going to get rid of, like, the opening setting won't be a thing when you're playing online when it comes to passing, which is also fine for me. I'm directional or icon passing, so that change doesn't matter to me. But let's go on to some My Team specific stuff. Let's go through the modes. So the first one I want to talk about is one that I actually don't want to see a change. It's clutch time. So clutch time is really fun. I've grown to like it when I first started playing My Team, because this is the first My Team I ever played, and it's now my favorite mode in 2K. But yeah, clutch time was, I didn't play too much. I played TTO a lot, which we'll get into later, but clutch time quickly, once I started playing it, became my favorite 5-on-5 mode, and I don't think it needs any changes. Like, honestly, they could run it back the same way they do it. The rewards are okay, but yeah. And they really started making it with season 7 and season 8, where the 100 win reward is actually really good. Martin was him, Chris Webber's him. So yeah, like, the rewards are really good. The gameplay, like, the mode is fun. 5 minutes, 14-second shot clock. Now it's 2K, so they are going to want to change something. So if they are going to change something, just increase the shot clock to 18 seconds. Call it done. Don't do anything else. Don't do anything else. But please, honestly, just leave the game mode as is. Next up, we're going to be going over to limited. This is a game mode I don't play, mainly because of the way they had the reward set up. I am not the kind of guy who's going to grind all weekend for limited and then come back the next week and do it over and over and over. Like, I like to grind different things at different times, because I kind of like to switch through modes throughout times. And limited, it's just not one of those where it feels worth it to even give a shot in, because you have to play every weekend, and sometimes you have to play hours upon hours upon hours on weekends, because it's RNG getting in the ring. So one way that I think they can fix limited to get people, like, to get like almost everyone playing it over the weekend, is make the rewards for every week instead of needing all 6 weeks of the season, or however long they're gonna make seasons and stuff. Yeah, make the rewards weekly instead of needing all 6 weeks and all 6 rings to get one reward that isn't even, even usable past, like, I don't know, 4 days after you get it, because then the next season comes out and it's like, like, there's better stuff coming out. So it just doesn't, it's just not a very, like, worthwhile thing to grind. So yeah, making them every week. They don't have to be god tier. Just, make it to where if you get them, you feel like you didn't waste your time. But in the other sense, to help people that, like, maybe don't have all weekend to play, maybe they got like a couple hours on the weekend, if they don't get it, it's cool because it's not god tier. You got next weekend to try to get that week's reward. That's all I'm saying on that. Unlimited, I'm unfortunately going to show my unlimited record. I can't believe I'm doing this, but unlimited needs to be the game mode that everyone grinds, and I don't know, it seems like no one really wants to grind this game mode. And the main problem everyone has with it is SBMM. I'm about to have a very different take on it. So a lot of the, like, big time streamers and comp guys, they don't like SBMM because they're always having to sweat out games. And you should have to sweat out games, but it shouldn't be as much as they say. Now their solution is just get rid of it completely. I don't know if that's good as far as, like, the majority player base for unlimited. So I think, like, they have an algorithm, and that algorithm is severely flawed. They need to weaken it, or, like, skew where the algorithm puts people in. So I like the weakened algorithm one, to where maybe 70% of the people that you play are either your skill level or lower than your skill level, like a tier lower. Like, maybe say like 40% is your skill level, 30%, maybe 40% is a tier level lower than you, and then 20% is a tier level higher than you. And however they decide tiers and whatever, it's up to them. But I think that way it gets people to stay playing the mode, and then every now and then they get that player that's that is better, but they still have a chance at beating him, because it's not like they're just like light years ahead of them. Like, playing someone like Unbeatable Jacob, who's I don't know how long he's been playing, but he seems to be playing forever. And yeah, like he's obviously gonna wreck you if you're like me, who only started playing my team a year ago. And I think that's just I think that's the best way to keep people playing unlimited. I think the rewards are okay. They had some pretty good ones. Like Bob Nedelicki was obviously him. Cincinnati's Powell for like the 3 weeks that people had him after people got him. Like, yeah, he was him as well. But yeah, I think that's just how they should get unlimited, to where people want to play unlimited a lot more. We're going into the TTO. This is the first online game mode that I grinded when I was playing my team. So the 100 concept has just got to go. I don't like it. I spend more time thinking about like how many points I'm giving up rather than or even how much I'm scoring, because I'm kind of a little toxic. I kind of want to ruin everyone else's time. Like I want to score 23 and stuff like that if I'm like blowing them out. I think about that more than I think about just winning the game. And I feel like that's not something that a game mode should have. Especially if you want people to like compete with it and want to get the rewards that you're giving out. So I think the 100 just has to go. Apparently, I don't know what it was in 2K21. I don't have the game, and I didn't really play my team, and then I played more my career. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. I guess go back to that if they want, because people would rather have that. So that's at least what I hear all over YouTube. So go back to that. We're gonna go over to content now. Because I think, actually, no, we got one more game mode that I want to go over. It's domination. These rewards, for how much time you got to put in it, are just terrible. Even in game, like, let's say, like the first season, I'm just gonna look through these and then glance through like the division stuff in each game. So for All-Star, 33 stars, you get 1500 MT. It's not a lot of MT to be playing about 5 hours of the game, because you gotta play like 11 games. That's not a lot of MT for how long you got to play the game. So, and then 3,000 at another 11 hours on top of that, and then Amethyst Draymond Green. Draymond Green was a pretty good day one card, I will admit, but it just doesn't feel like it's worth it throughout the whole time just to get one card that was solid but not game breaking. Same thing with Bob Cousy. Let's see what these. Oh, that's just terrible. And then you get like Evo Emeralds and Sapphires, 6 tokens. What do you get here? 2 tokens, 1,000 MT in a ball. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. The only one that felt like worth it was the James Harden grind. And it's because you got in-game James Harden, who could move like insanely well, but he did end up getting outclassed in a couple weeks. But at least you could use him for like, I don't know, like 2 weeks or so, maybe 3 weeks. Like, it was just like you were just wasting your time as bad. Like, let's see, you get 30 tokens diamond contract, 30 tokens diamond contract, 100 tokens in a diamond contract. That's really good. Plus all that, and then 15 tokens on a diamond contract for getting the 5 wins, and then gold contracts, an extra 500 MT, and then a Hoff badge. So like it honestly, this was the best one, and it still wasn't all that great, but it was the best one. All these other ones, I mean, Tim Hardaway sucked, Paul Millsap sucked, Manu was meh, Ari was meh, Bob Cousy was good, and Draymond was good, but they ended up getting outclassed pretty quickly because it's my team, and they really got rid of realism really early. So yeah, I think that's about it for the game modes. Let's go on to some like content stuff. First one I want to go over is just like grinds that we should have with the content and everything. It felt like a lot of the content they released was just packs, and we're going to talk about packs later, but it just seemed like it was just like packs, whether it was like the Friday content, there was always Friday content, and then they also had like Tuesday content, and it seemed like for like 80% of the year, that's all it was. And you can't, if you're making a game, you want people to come on every day. That's at least how I would think, and I feel like that's how almost everyone would think. You'd want us to come back every day. But if you're only releasing stuff 2 days a week, what's going to make you come back more days? Like, so that's why like season 7 was great. Like, every day you had a card to grind for, even though it took 5 minutes, 7 minutes tops, but you're still getting on the game. And then you get it and you're like, oh, well, I kind of want to use it. And it's like, oh, I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, let's just, let's keep playing. Let's play a couple like random clutch time games. See what happens. And then boom, next thing you know, you're on there for an hour and a half, and you're having fun, right? That's what happened for me. Like season 7, I played so much MyTeam in season 7, and yeah, like it was just good. So I think like having a grind like that, or just like having a season grind where you need to come on every day or maybe every other day, and yeah, because a lot of people just grind their favorite game modes, and then they're like, all right, I'm waiting until next season to get the new rewards. I don't know, give us something to come on every day. Next thing is about like realism. I kind of like touched on it like when I was talking about domination, but I think they should keep realism longer in the year. Like shooting Dikembe week 1, what the hell? That was crazy, man. A shooting Dikembe Mutombo after a week was just really weird. And I get with MyTeam, you know, realism goes away as the year goes on, right? That's cool. I think the first 2, 3, maybe 4 seasons, if you want to go that long, you don't have to, but if you want to do 4 seasons of like keeping it pretty like realistic to what actually happens on the court, I'm cool with that. I'm all cool with that. But man, shooting Dikembe week 1 was just ridiculous. We cannot see that again. All right, we just cannot see that again. I'm going to touch on this one pretty quickly. There's a ton of videos out there, but we need to fix Magic Johnson. The dude can't run. He gallops. You cannot dribble with the guy, even with quick dribble style. He even gallops in the middle of dribble moves. I don't get it. He is terrible. Please fix him. It's Magic Johnson. If you don't think Steph Curry is the best point guard, which is totally fine, I think Steph Curry is the best point guard ever. You can go ahead and roast me. But if you think Magic Johnson's the best point guard ever, he should play in MyTeam like the best point guard then. Why can't he run? I don't get it. They need to fix him. Lastly is probably the biggest one that everyone wants to see, because, you know, Troy Dan's been making the rounds with how much money he spends on these big time pack drops and doesn't get a certain card. Yeah, these pack odds are ridiculous. Like, and I was gonna say like maybe they should just adjust the pricing. 2K ain't gonna do that. 2K ain't gonna do that, man. There's like this huge like section of YouTube that loves watching people open packs. People are gonna be opening packs, so that's content for them. They're gonna open a ton of packs, and I have to admit, I like watching the other people open packs because it lets me decide, oh, should I actually like open these? 99% of the time I don't open them. The only packs I've ever opened this year are the in-game packs. That's the only one. And I bought one 10-pack box. That's it. I bought one 10-pack box. So I just don't think it's like, I think it's just bad. I think it's bad what they're doing. Like, let me go in here. Let's show an example. If you go in just the in-game deluxe packs, right? Like, obviously there is 100% chance you're getting an in-game card, right? But look at the players in here. What do you think the odds of pulling a Yao is? It's pretty low. It's pretty low. But the one really that everyone's talking about is this guy right here, Taco Fall. What do you think the odds of pulling this guy was? Obviously we're not going to actually know, but the actual odds of actually pulling this guy is probably like less than a 0.001 chance of pulling a Taco Fall. I don't know who pulled Taco Fall. Other cards that probably took a lot. Ben Simmons, I feel like you had to pull a ton to get. That's probably about it. I feel like everyone though, and Yao Ming, but I feel like everyone was pulling this Luka. Even in my 10-pack box, I pulled 3 of them. I pulled 3 of these. I remember that specific. I pulled 3 shooting guard small forward Lukas. Can't be doing that. Like, these should be even the odds of the rarity. So like let's say this, it was like, let's say it was like the early, like one of the first Dark Matter packs, like the All-Star pack. I think the 99, I think like the Dark Matters were like a less than 1% chance. But in that less than 1% chance, the Kobe's, T-Max, and Russell Westbrooks that came out should all be 33.3% odds pulling them. It just should be like that. When Taco came out in the Galactic set, it was damn near impossible to pull Taco because 2K knows everyone wants them. So they were just like, oh, we're gonna make people spend a bunch of money so that they get them and have them. Because there is this real huge like community that loves OO cards. 2K knows that people are gonna spend a ton of money on this game, but it's just bad what they're doing considering what they're doing to like their community and just their pockets. Like they're charging like $70 for 2K23, just the base edition, and then the Jordan edition is $100. You're already making people spend that much money, and then you want them to spend thousands of dollars every week just to maybe get the card they want. Like, I just don't like it. I don't like what they're doing with that. They need to fix that badly. Just make the odds of pulling cards in that rarity even. If you don't want to change your pack prices, do that, and I think that's the most fair thing to do. So that's going to wrap it up for me. Those are my changes that I would like to see. Go ahead and in the comments, put down what you would like to see. Maybe there was something I missed because I'm just new to this mode, and it's something that's been like a persisting problem for like years and years now. So yeah, go ahead and throw those in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys think. And yeah, catch you in the next video whenever that dev blog gets released, and we're going to be going over that. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day.